Leo, what do we have for Leo? Cancer season. Leo, what do we have for Leo? Message for this week, Leo. Alright, so we got the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Hermit, Seven of Wands, the Tower card, and the Magician. Leo, fifth house message for this week. So look, off the bat, Leo. Nine of Wands, you guys are working very hard, you know, and fire signs like to stay active. Fire signs are always doing something. You're never gonna see a lazy fire sign. It doesn't happen. I don't even think they exist. So they're always gonna be doing something. Especially the Leo, being that it's fixed. So they are gonna have their mind focused, right, on a particular passion. They have a vision in mind, and they're not gonna stop till, they can manifest it. So with the Nine of Wands, we could see you guys have been working, man, to the point that you have a lot on your plate right now. You might be feeling very exhausted, a little drained, a little tired. You work a lot. You have a lot, you do a lot. So it does take a lot of, a lot of your energy. You got the family, the hubby, the wife, the kids, the bills. So you have a lot, and most importantly, you gotta deal with your emotional state, your mental state, and your spiritual state. So it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot from you guys, but you're still able to push through. You're still able to move forward. You got a lot of vitality. You have a lot of energy, but you are feeling some heavy waters right now with the Five of Cups. And again, we are in Cancer season, so it does happen. You do feel certain things, certain emotions, certain feelings. And it could be a current situation you might be involved in, or probably something you guys dealt with in the past. So it is coming back to hunt you for some of you, because remember, the water is connected to memory. So it does take you back to those little moments that were good, and then the bad ones too. But it's definitely, you're feeling these waters. There's gonna be some little tsunamis happening for some of you guys. So be very aware of that. For some of you Leos, you're definitely gonna be feeling it a little heavy, but you are in your own little world right now with the Hermit. You're kind of away, just taking it all in, and just reflecting, a little deep introspection about what you got going on currently. You just taking it all in, making sure you're feeling okay as far as your mental state. Because again, you are a fire sign, so you see what you see, you feel, and then you express, right? But right now, you're just like in little hermit mode, and it's a good time to do it too. It's a good time, a little reflection time. But see, you still stay focused though with the Seven of Wands. So even though you're still, again, you have that goal in mind, man, the Leos is not gonna stop anytime soon, man. It might take a little break, a little 10-20 minute break, but they're back on it, man. Seven of Wands, man. They got that goal in mind, man. They're not gonna stop. They're still moving forward. They're still pushing, man. They're trying to accomplish these goals, that big goal, man. So it could be, depending what it is for each of you guys. For some of you, you're trying to build that stage. Maybe again, you're trying to buy that house, maybe that mansion. Maybe you're trying to get that job. Maybe some of you guys are in school. You're trying to get that diploma. So you guys are, doing your thing right now. So don't be surprised if the Leo doesn't respond. When you send them a message and they don't get back to you. Now you know why. They're focused right now. They're very focused. They're doing their thing, man. They're not gonna stop. They'll get back to you when they get back to you. So just wait a while. It might take a little longer than usual, but they'll get back to you eventually. Because they're doing work right now. They're very focused. So don't interrupt them. That's all you could do right now. Just wait. Let them do it. Just keep. They'll come back. They'll come back eventually. And then we have the Tower card. So there's definitely little things happening right now. Little situations changing in your personal life. Probably you had to leave that state you're in. Probably you had to move. Probably you had to walk away from that company and leave your job. But you're working for a better one, a new one. Or probably a little relationship ended. Had to leave that relationship, but you're in a new one, a better one. Or probably some of you guys are experiencing some health issues. Certain things you gotta stop doing. But there's definitely a lot of changes happening, and you might be experiencing this on a deeper, in the spiritual one. So be very mindful of that right now, Leos, with the Tower card. And then finally we got the Magician. So see, again, going back to the power right here, because it signifies the mind. You do have a powerful mind, Leos, because again, you are the epitome of the sun. The Leos like to create. They like to give birth to things down here. That it could vary. It could be maybe birth a new song, right? Create a new song, maybe art. Just you guys like to bring things to life. So with the Magician, you're in this energy right now. You got the urge to create and do something. Put something out so the world can see. But you might be feeling like, I don't know. This is a sign, Leos. You could do it. You have it. You got the right state of mind. You got the charisma. You got the energy. You got the ability. Or you gotta just get up in that ass, Leo. And show the world. Show the world. You got all this creativity we want to see from you, Leo. Yeah, but final thing, we want to know how y'all feeling right now, Leos. How's the Leos feeling right now? We're curious. So drop a comment, show some love, and let us know, Leos. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Leos.